Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck am I going? Who the hell could I be? All this time I've been lost. Vessel trapped in the sea. Chains holding my legs. I just want to be free. Fist picking my throat. Hell yeah, they know it. Heritage keep going. You can see it in my phenotypes and that damn Indian showing. This knowledge keeping me steady. 45 on my hip and my armor, man, stay ready. I hit the streets in my Chevy. Blunt burning, smoking heavy. Man, here you go, I got plenty. Prayers up for what's in it. In the land I lost many. Cause every nigga ain't feeling. And every man ain't milling. No D-bows but Stanley. No heroes for my family. Why the pigs killing us daily. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck do you come from? Kidnapping our babies. 11 million abortions. Whole country is scorching. Natives stealing my portion. Bitch, give me my land back. We ain't signed no contracts. Why you wasting all of our trust funds? We don't know who your dad is, but we know who your kinfolk. Take the food off of my plate. Eat that shit with my folk. You invader, you motherfucking invader. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Hey yeah, 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 hey yeah. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, send home the invader. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Hey yeah, 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 hey yeah. Hey yeah, 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 hey yeah.
Open up the heavens, let the sunshine in. Here comes the tears with some more offering.
Going out to the all-men, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the all-men, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. Me, the homie is OG, coming to restore the crown of the whole.
Swooping through like an eagle, more like a stinging bee. Ancestors left me. I'm all that did, diamonds and lit the sky for greatness. Rain dance at the moon through the pearly gates. Escape from Spain to Panama. We still ahead of y'all. Never racing, just slow pacing to the top of the dome. We stand tall, y'all. Never lazy to walk, clap. Just clap back for all the more talking shit. Never stop. A little petite, but never retreat. 10K is doggone tall, y'all. Chopper riding, we awake, verity streaming. ET beaming, blunt chop, lightsaber walker, wolf talker, never stop.
Till the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG. Coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG. Coming to restore the crown of the tomahawk chop, an entire city block. Big Buffalo people coming back to wreck shop. Hip hop, a modern pop can't stop the rebirth of raw indigenous rock with the native chant, Christ war dance, at a glance. Anyone who glance at the Shechem war dance, Chief Seven Feather Owl, the Moorish colon powers, make all these 14th Amendment rappers throw in the towel. Square, compass, and travel. These masons taking oaths, disrespecting ancestors, selling their souls to ghosts. I raise my glass, make a toast to Aboriginal hosts, traveling through the cosmos. That's most, meaning that's on top. My wounded knee bandaged up. Black Hawk, what's up? Geronimo Skull. We taking it back from the tomb of the bones when we coming in the rooms and resume like Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG. Coming to restore the crown of the Olmec, Montauk, Shinnecock, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Washita, Blackfoot, Abenaki, Seminole, Muskogee. You know me, the homie is OG. Coming to restore the crown of the
Open
OG.
up the heavens, let the sunshine in. The two tears and empress, I'm about to begin. Giving love to all the ancestors that's tuning in. Here comes the two tears with some more offering.
I'm experienced now. How great I am.
The black guard, got big lips and black bras. In the projects, rich is whipping that black hard. My rhymes insane, my skills is whipping that crack hard. Look at LeBron James. The black guard, got big lips and black bras. As soon as I leave Earth, it's back to the stars. Prior to job, lives with Judas and girls. Just ask nods if I rule the world. Yo, my mental vision, setting up intuition. And you really don't have nothing if you intuition. I work with light just to give birth to life. I was born in all forms in the perfect night. The black guard, got big lips and black bras. As soon as I leave Earth, it's back to the stars. I am the ruler, just like the Lion of Judah. My third eye was built like an iron computer. That's dark matter and deep thought making your heart shatter. I sleepwalk, talking with smart chatter, so I don't need you to ride or die with me. I got ancestors that vibe from the other side with me, and they beam up life after death. We got noses on our eyes, cause the light's a breath. My priceless flesh, the final copy. Look like Anunnaki. The black guard, got big lips and black bras. In the projects, rich is whipping that black hard. My rhymes insane, my skills is whipping that crack hard. Look at LeBron James. The black guard, got big lips and black bras. As soon as I leave Earth, it's back to the stars. Prior to job, lives with Judas and girls. Just ask nods if I rule the world. Yo, the black guard, got big lips and black bras. In the projects, rich is whipping that black hard. My rhymes insane, my skills is whipping that crack hard. Look at LeBron James, that nigga's a black guard. And you wonder why we spit lead. Just the whole raps, niggas got big heads like Olmec. The way that I'm writing is more than vain. This is the age of enlightenment. We the Moors in Spain. Now that your honor, I pray to a black vagina. Even the Pope prayed to the black Madonna. In the sun, I shine as bright as I be. I'm the greatest of all time, like Muhammad Ali. And when I die, baptized in the fire, only fly at night, black skies are higher. Prior to job, my lives with jewelers and girls. Just ask nods if I rule the world, rubies and pearls. The black guard, got big lips lips and black bra. In the projects, rich is whipping that black car. My rhymes insane, my skills is whipping that crack hard. Look at LeBron James. The black guard, got big lips and black bra. As soon as I leave Earth, it's back to the stars. Prior to job, my lives with jewelers and girls. Just ask Nas if I rule the world. The black guard, from infinite to infinite stars, it's infinite light. My life's got an infinite charge. The instruments I implement to give strength to your heart. The temple within, the imprint, mimic the art. Into the dark, the dragon spark the fathom from a higher consciousness. I talk with atoms, I live in the land, and I live in the stars. Original man, I am the image of God. Call me Tut Ankh Amen. I cut diamonds, so as long as I live, nothing can stop shining. You gon' need to be in the bins to drive me crazy. Live on CNN, hearing cries from Haiti. You know them people down there trying to hide them babies. The black guards, surrounded in light, attract stars. The black guards, surrounded in light, attract stars. The black guards, surrounded in light, attract stars.
I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. All of you, I know you got it. I know you got it fixed. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of you fall. All of our critics fall. All of you suckers.
All right, good peoples. Peace, 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 peace. You're now rocking to the sound of your brother Hanu Kiel, aka A1, aka Indigenous One. Peace to gods, peace to goddesses, peace to the Aborigines, the Autochtons, the Indians, the Moors, North, South, Central, and the conjoining islands. Once again, we got another build on deck. Real brief build at that, because I got some things I gotta go through, right? But let me see something. Hold up. Okay, all right. Peace to everybody in the building, man. I would like you guys, if you can, please share the build out. If you can share it out, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, we got a build coming up on 6/28 with my brother Amani Bay on the legendary Indians of Compton. The tickets are now on sale, $25. If you would like to purchase one, you guys already know. You send the tickets. To buy the tickets is cash at me at $ at a Autochton1. Put your email in the description, and I will send a link out around between 5 and 6 o'clock on the 28th, which is Friday. Okay, you can always rewatch it just in case if you happen to be out, because Friday's a very, busy day for most people, right? But if you happen to purchase it, you can definitely come back and watch it at your earliest convenience, or whenever you find this time, whenever you had the time to actually check the build out. It's going to be something definitely different. It's not going to be different. It's just going to be some different information, and it's going to have a different angle on it. I actually heard the information, and I was definitely impressed. Not a lot of bills these days really impress me, and I'm not trying to say that to be funny, or to say that to act like I know everything or I done heard everything, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Some brothers and sisters, I'm not saying a lot. I'm not saying no bills impress me, right? I'm not saying no bills impress me, but I'm saying not a lot of them do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, anytime I hear something new or something that's very, educational and entertaining at the same time, I'm definitely always on deck to listen to that. And when the brother brought it to my attention, I felt like, this is something that's definitely need to be a pay-per-view, with the exception that most of the time that he come over here and do builds on my platform, they always end up cutting the bill or end up blocking it or end up flagging the actual bill. So just keep that in mind. So with that being said, definitely, if you like to purchase a ticket, everything is on the screen. You guys know my email. It's $ at TalkTime1. Please make sure, it's very imperative that you put your email in the description. Very imperative that you put your email in the description. Okay. And you guys also got my email at chief of at AOL.com. I'm actually gonna put that up before I get out of here. But definitely share the build out, y'all. We got 30 people now. I know I haven't been going live, so the algorithm always the algorithm always messing with my channel. But we got 30 people up in here. Let's come on, let's get some more. This I'm not a rookie, and I'm damn sure not no sucker MC to have 30 people up in here. So definitely share the build out for me if you guys can. And tell a friend that it's him again. All right. So see the title. Who are you? Black, Native, or American Aborigine, right? So I got a couple of different angles of how I want to do this. Probably be rocking out maybe for about 2 hours. Um, like I said, I'm actually gonna be waiting for my brother Monty to be coming in because he's gonna be joining us briefly. But there's definitely a couple things I just want to say. Just for the most part, me personally, right? I'm not out here chasing no clout. I don't need to put nobody name in my title. I don't need no special Indians or no YouTube Indians or no famous YouTube Indians to come and do bills with me. I don't need none of that shit. My name speak. I put my name before I put anybody else's name. You understand what I'm saying? And understand this, right? Like I said, I had a calling from the ancestors to do this shit. And when I felt this energy, or no longer felt like I was needed, or I needed to constantly, continuously put those out here, then I could take a step to the side, right? Considering that there are other brothers and sisters that's picking up the torch and that's out here continuing to put the information out, right? But you got a lot of different type of Indians and Aborigines around, right? And I ain't gonna say it in the community because a lot of shit ain't no common unity, right? But there's a lot of different Indians. You got people out here who really doing the work, right? And know that when you do the work, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be formalities, and there's going to be situations that you must overcome because that's the way the ancestors challenging you to see if you fit or if you qualified for the journey at hand. Okay. So you got people who really in this to really help their people. And I know along the way of doing that, we all been misled, when it comes to the Native Americans and how we were taught and our actual history of who we actually are, right? We all have been kind of like, finesse when it comes to that, right? We all done been finesse, right? So don't think that when I'm saying I don't have an actual story, I'm laying out the evidence. And in some cases, the evidence is clear that the evidence is put out there to mislead us, right? But as far as the direction on how we can pretty much present it, it can be kind of ambiguous and vague, right? But just know that we've been onto something. So you got people who in this shit for the real reason to wake their people up and can admit when they wrong and can admit when they may have put some information out that may not be right and exact. I myself over the years have been one of them. I've been able to tell you that the Indian slave trade is bullshit. Bullshit. Indian slave trade is bullshit. I've also been able to tell you that this so-called African slave trade is bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. But the Slavic slave trade is real. I also been able to tell you that ain't no colonizers come here and do any of this shit to us They got through us internally. And then there was other so-called Negroes of prestige, like coming from Rome, right? That was able to put these pawns in place and able to do it, able to have them like corrupt what we had going on here so that they can take control and then use the so-called Slavics as pawns, right? Never told you no colonizers. You still hear people in 2024 talking, oh, well, when the white people came here, the white people came at the bottom of boats, nigga. They was put on plantations. They was the ones that was so-called freed in the Emancipation Proclamation, right? And check this out. And I think I read this the other day, and I found this to be very interesting, right? Let me see something real quick. Give me 1 second. I think it's here. I think it's this one right here. Let me see. All right. It's this one right here. Now, check this out, right? Now, you take this shit right here. All right. This is actually from a town, and I ain't gonna go too far in it, right? Because this is for another build I'm gonna do, right? But you know, this is a town that was in New Mexico called Blackdom, right? But we can get into that on another note. But when I was reading through this, I had found something. I ran across something that was, you know, consistent with what I've been reading, right? And if you don't know no better, then you'll this will be misleading to you, right? So it say, all right. So it say blacks all over the country were building communities. Now they say to escape persecution from white landowners. White people never own land here. They never own land. Because even from the secession war is actual the Civil War, right? But you never see a declaration of war like the brother Chief Alligator and other brothers in them was talking about. That made me think that shit was also bullshit, right? But however it go, right? That's a whole nother story, right? But it says from the KKK, right? It said while researching some of these communities, now listen to this. When researching some of these communities, I came across a story of Georgia native Francis Marion Boyer, and didn't want to live under the thumb of the KKK any longer, right? It said after the Civil War in 1865, the KKK made in their mission to terrorize blacks all over the country and squash any newly gained civil and political rights that blacks had in the South. Now check this out. We know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit because we got a whole slave book. We see all the black slave owners and we ask ourselves, well, why didn't white people do that prior to that? Why is all these black people owning all these slaves in the fucking South? Why didn't they do that then? Because if that was the case, then they would have never gave anyone momentum to even start owning any slaves, considering that I myself say that they was actually Slavics, right? Now check this out. It said the KKK was dangerous. Their members was able to hide among neighbors. Now check this out. When they say hide among neighbors, meaning that these white people were working on your fucking plantations, my nigga. This is the reason why they fucking put hoods on. They was working on your plantation. After 1865, they had two ultimatums. Either they can go fucking south. Go west. Now, when you go west, this is when you start hearing these Western stories. When you start hearing not the paddy wagon of them traveling and then just moving in the middle of no fucking where, when you see the fucking tumbleweed and all that shit. And then you also see the Mongols, right? When they give you the Tonto stories and all of that shit. That shit is real. That shit is real. But that's just not the way we was fucking living. And look, check this out. I'm gonna read it again. It said the KKK was dangerous. Their members was able to hide among neighbors and keep their identities a secret. A white person you saw every day could be the same person terrorizing your family once the fucking sun set, man. Okay? When you see movies like Rosewood, wasn't no black people working for no white people in Rosewood. They owned the whole fucking town. But Singletary had to make the movie and put it to where black people had their own town, but they were still under the thumb of fucking white people, which is fucking bullshit. And we're going to get into this, right? And I started off with this, right? Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not going to start it off with that. We're going to get back to that. All right? Like I said, share the build out, man, because y'all already know how I give it up. Okay? Let me see something. All right. All right, there you go. All right. All right, like I said, share the build out, man. And you like to purchase the pay-per-view, which is 6/28 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by my brother Amani Bey. Please check it out. Okay, so back to what I was saying, right? So you got people out here that's pushing this information that, you know, and meanwhile, right, a lot of people attach themselves to certain individuals who've been doing this, right, and appeared and came around like they was friends, right, until that they got a so-called following, and then they turned on the hand that fed them, just like we see niggas do all the fucking time, bro. That's why I don't fuck with everybody. I'm dolo. I fuck with the same people who I've been fucking with. I don't want no new friends besides the brothers and sisters that come along for the information, that's really here sincerely to learn the information. But I do not want any of these egotistical ass fucking fake ass Indians and Aborigines around me. And I mean that. And I really don't, and y'all know, I really don't give two fucks about how anybody feel when it comes to this shit. I try to be cordial with individuals, right? But one thing that ain't gonna be tolerated, if I'm promoting something or I'm trying to do something, I don't want nobody trying to sabotage what I'm trying to do, because most of the time I try to do something, it's in good faith. But then you got other people. I don't buy subscribers. I don't buy fucking views. I don't clout chase. I don't care how many people are actual in the build, as long as somebody getting something from the build. So you go back and run and go back and tell that shit. Because like I said, what the fuck is this shit about? Doing your genealogy and find out you Indians? What is it about? Going right, you leaving out the back door of you being an African American, right? Then you going right back through the front door, you being a fucking Indian, but you're an Indian under their rule. Because if you're not sovereign, if you're still part of any of the United States so-called corporations, right? And I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna let y'all fucking ponder that shit. Corporations, nigga. Even turning yourself or turning your tribe into a corporation. That's not sovereignty. What the fuck you done to that? So for anybody to be upset that somebody's out here fighting and trying to get something, everybody should be with that shit, instead of talking about, whoa, people scamming. And that's another thing, right? A lot of people attach themselves on this fake ass crusade to stop people. Oh, people out here scamming. Who the fuck made you the fucking governor or made you a top fucking Indian? Half of you motherfuckers shouldn't even be chiefs. But because you got a bunch of people out here who want to be up under something, they adhere to that. I don't adhere to none of that shit. I'm the mama namatak when it comes to my own fucking thinking. I do not adhere to none of that shit. Certain people, and I'm not talking about everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want certain people who I'm cool with to think that I'm talking about them or whatever. But some people, man, this shit just go too fucking far, man. People be talking subliminal messages, saying little side shit or whatever. And like I said, I've been cut that shit off. When earlier this year, when I had the debate, I seen who was who. So I'm like, yo, and I've been seeing who was who. You don't come around here and tell a motherfucker who been doing this shit longer than half of these motherfuckers been around on what I should be doing now that people got a little following, thinking I supposed to follow you, nigga. I self-law master, nigga. I'm the God. I do not follow none of you motherfuckers. None of you. and people got little fucking alliances with certain people, hoping that certain people fall. Oh, can a person get extradited? Like what are we talking about here? That's why I don't fuck with people, and that's why I kind of stopped doing builds, because I seen that this shit was bullshit. Because I seen that, and I'm not saying, shout out to the people who really here to really learn. You know, I definitely love y'all, man. I got love. Y'all already know, man. I'm not talking about none of the people who really here to really learn. But you got these little chit chat Indians. You got these Indians that want to do the gossiping thing. You got these Indians that want to start trouble and keep trouble going. And this, that, and the third. Listen, separate me from that. And please don't mention my motherfucking name, because I don't really, honestly, I'm out here really on a journey, really to put the information out there to keep the people heads above floor. And there's other brothers and sisters who doing that too. And not to take away from any of them that's doing that. And I'm not, like I said, you figure out, I'm not talking about any particular person. Well, I may be talking about a particular person, but at this point in time, I said I will leave that so-called individual anonymous, right? But at the end of the day, man, I'm not here for the shits and giggles, man. I'm here for the real information. I've been here for the real information. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be doing no fucking panels or none of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? People come along. I open the platform up to people. And shout out to everybody who do panels with meaningful information. Not just the shit show, the yelling and all this other rah-rah bullshit that niggas can go right outside their doors or go a couple miles away from where they live at and go right back into that same environment where a bunch of hostile ass Negroes are always involved in doing the same shit. When does this shit stop? What is this shit about? What is it about? I have yet to hear one motherfucker tell me and give me, and I just want to hear what your opinion is. Like on most people's opinion. So what is this shit about? Shit about. You understand what I'm saying? What is it about? Most people want this shit to be about them doing their genealogy so it could connect them back to some type of land that their family owned, and then they becoming self-sufficient and going back to the ways of their ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? And if there are any so-called fictitious corporations that happen to be on the land while you didn't know it was your land, then they have to pay up. That's what I always thought this shit was about when people talk about doing their genealogy. Because it's like, if a motherfucker, your people ain't leave you no will, then guess what? You still punching the clock. And no disrespect to anybody punch the clock, because we all got to punch the clock until we get back to where we was originally at. But if this shit doesn't lead up to where a nigga becoming sovereign and niggas stop being scared, talking about, if we do this, they gonna do this. Oh, they gonna do this. Oh, they're going to do. Man, listen, man, I'm so tired of you scary ass Negroes, man. Niggas only wild Indians when them come to shitting on their own people. Niggas ain't really no fucking wild Indians out here. That shit ain't nothing but a fucking myth. My nigga wild, and we some wild ass Indians. Really? Because all I hear niggas doing bitching and moaning. Talking about they some wild ass Indians, nigga. But then when it comes, the police is coming, run. You better not do that. The police gonna get you. But you the same motherfuckers who was out here selling crack cocaine, dope, heroin, ecstasy, fucking all type of opioids to your people, running around here with switches on you, running around here shooting up places and doing all. You want to worry about the police then? But when it comes to your own ancestor and the land and then the shit that your people left for you, now all of a sudden you scared. Make that make some fucking sense, man. Please. Somebody please make that make sense. You niggas will shoot your own people up, sell your own people drugs. drug your own women up and put them on a fucking whole store to sell fucking pussy for you and do all of this other degenerate ass shit. But now that you got something now that you got something to live for, now you ain't got nothing to die for. Oh, we can't claim no land. Oh, they're gonna come and get us. We gotta go back and ask these people, can we be Indians? You niggas is cowards, man. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of people. I've been doing this law shit, and people know this shit. I just don't be talking this shit. And I know how to look people cases up, and I be saying all this shit, man. I know who's really out here doing the work and who out here pump faking. I know who out here where motherfucker like shoot the ball. Niggas still pump faking in the corner and shit. You know how you tap the button on a fucking video game on a basketball. Nigga keep pump faking. Nigga scared to shoot it. Shoot it. Nigga won't even shoot it. But nigga running around here, you know, you got these other so-called Native Americans, right? Like this guy. Let me see. All right, let's go here. You got these fake ass Native Americans like this clown. Like this motherfucking clown here. We gonna get on him. I haven't had time to really address him, man. Said boy from Florida, what I'm mad for. What I'm mad, I'm not even mad, nigga. I'm out here Indians not taxed for real. I'm not even mad. I'm mad for y'all because y'all the ones who being misled. Boy from Florida, that's what I'm mad for. I'm mad for y'all because y'all the ones that's being misled by people out here and y'all come to YouTube for some fucking leaders and shit or whatever. That's what I'm mad for, boy from Florida. I wonder if I put the link out there, boy from Florida, would you come through? Would you hit the link and you could ask me that? You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like what's this shit about? I'm not speaking for nobody. I'm speaking if the shoe don't fit, nigga, kick rocks, man. You know, you can remove yourself quietly. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for the people who fuck want to hear this shit. If this ain't what you want to hear, my dude, you can the same way you came in, the same way you can go out. Or you can go out another way. We can escort you out of here. So ain't nobody, do you guys think I'm speaking for you guys or I'm speaking for everyone? I'm talking to y'all in the chat room. Do you guys think I'm speaking for y'all? Cause boy from Florida think I'm speaking for everybody. No, the people who you fuck with speak for everybody. They speak for everybody. So if this ain't what you want to hear, my dude, you know, you can always go to your nearest YouTube channel and listen to what you've been fucking listening to, brother, because this ain't the place for this. So ain't nobody speaking for nobody. I'm speaking for my motherfucking self, and I'm speaking for the people who can't speak for themselves. And if you happen to be here and you in agreement, because if you in disagreement, then you would be fucking commenting and putting what you putting up there. So obviously, most of us here are in, you said mad for us. Man, bro, listen, my dude, look, you know what? Boy from Florida. Yeah. I'm going to give you an opportunity to come in and you can speak for yourself, my dude. Now, I don't care if he is trolling. I want him to troll. Take the link, nigga. You got a minute to hit that link, my dude. You got a minute to hit the link. Yeah, you said something wrong. Hit the link, boy from Florida. I want to hear what you can address me with this shit
because I ain't really doing nothing. I'm just going to go on along with these same clowns or whatever, and we just going to expose them along with go over some literature. But if you got something you want to say, I just want to hear the direction of what you're talking about. Because I'm here for the autochtons and I'm here for the Aborigines. That's who I'm here for. I'm here for them. That's who I'm here for. And like I said, I'm just saying, like, all right, speaking for A1, right? Speaking for A1 and A1 family, right? Wouldn't it make sense, right? If I did all of this shit, genealogy, right? Found out that I had 20 fucking tribal members in my family, right? 20 tribal members, chiefs in my family, right? What's next? Oh, I guess we all just know, right? That's the end goal to it, right? It ain't no saying, well, whether or not your people land was taken from them or your people was forced off their land, and whether or not people because what the thing is this, right? This what the thing is, right? People think that okay, you're an Indian or you're Aborigine, okay, so now you just know that you're Aborigine. Oh, mute your mic real quick, brother. I'll let you know when it's time to talk. But people go through all of this shit for what? So you just know your family members, and you can see how your family members was done wrong, even through the classifications and how they changed you from being an Aborigine to a Negro, black, colored, and an African American, right? You could see how they did your people wrong. You could see how they burnt a lot of these towns down, burnt a lot of these schools down, flooded a lot of these fucking towns. So I guess you just know about that, right? But if I go and steal something from you, nigga, you willing to chase me into the end of the fucking earth to try to kill me, right? All right, boy from Florida, man. What's up? Let's make this quick.
No, first of all, I just want to see what I said was wrong that got you so triggered. What triggered you? As I said, why you so mad about what you're talking about?
I was already triggered before I hit this. Before I hit the start button. So I
had just came in and heard you. That's why I was like, what you so mad?
I've been triggered when they told my people that we came from Africa, right? And they classified.
That make you mad? That make you mad?
Yeah, we shouldn't be mad.
I've been riding with you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I don't get triggered and mad behind what somebody else say or something like that.
What you mean? What somebody else said? What are you talking about?
It seems like you saying like, when you were telling me like you can go talk to your YouTuber, who you follow and all that. What's all that about? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Listen, my dude, I just threw that out there because it seemed like that's the direction that this shit was going. Because obviously, if I said something wrong to you, you got triggered for you to even comment and say what you said. Because everybody else,
you didn't say nothing to me. I just asked you why you sound so mad. Why you so mad?
Okay, you want to know why I'm mad? All right, well,
you told me why. You told me why.
Let me get finished telling you. I ain't get finished telling you. I'm mad because, first of all, they told you your ancestors came from Africa at the bottom of a motherfucking boat. I
know I didn't. Okay, you didn't come from the bottom of the boat. So what you mad for?
Okay. What you mean? What I'm mad for?
Because you said something about an African coming from a boat. You know we coming from.
Okay, so boy from Florida. So now you know you ain't come here from the bottom of the boat. What are you classified as, my brother?
I'm American Indian.
Okay, are you living your original culture?
Am I living my original culture?
Yeah, are you doing what your ancestors was doing prior to what we call the colonization of this plate?
See, when you say that, how far are you going back? I have answers that go way, way back, and culture probably done changed.
All right, okay. Well,
what culture you talking about?
We talk about you're under their jurisdiction. Are you under your own jurisdiction?
Well, I'm like I was 20 years ago before you did something new to you.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I don't know what you mean by my own what?
You under your own jurisdiction, my brother.
No, I gotta follow the laws.
Okay, you got to follow the laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are these the laws of your own nation, or are these the laws of a nation that you've been forced to abide by?
But you already know this, A1. I'm trying to see why you got mad at me because I asked you why you was mad. I
I'm
already know
telling
this. You already know this.
you why. We're trying to have this conversation on why we're mad.
Oh, you telling me, but you asking me questions.
I'm
That's
asking
not how
you
you talking about
questions. I'm asking you questions to help you. If you're not, listen, brother, if you okay with who you are and you okay to, then what's the difference of you being an Indian and being an African American? Because you're still living as an African American, but just saying you're Indian.
I don't live as an African American.
You don't? You sure?
Yeah,
You under their jurisdiction, right?
yeah, but I was classified black.
Okay, black. Are you black?
No, I ain't black.
Okay, then. So that's the first thing. So somebody playing games with you by saying you're a color and you know you're brown.
Oh, so who you mad? So you really mad at the people who did that? That's why I was asking. Cause it sounded like you was.
Listen, brother. I'm not. First of all, listen, my brother. I don't really have to appear and explain shit, brother. But I'm saying to you is this, brother. Like it's like we all supposed to be in coordinates to the same shit that's going on, bro. A lot of distractions. A lot of people, is not here for the reasons that they say they here, my dude. And then that caused division even amongst the people. So it's not the fact that I'm mad. Am I up here every day up here fucking yelling at a fucking speaker, hoping that some people get some fucking sense in their head? I'm up here every day doing this?
Not no more, but I heard you before.
Yeah, of course you done heard me before. Of course. So if this is not an ongoing struggle, then you can just go and live your life. If everything is splendid with you, man, listen, I wish you 1,000 years of success, my brother. But as far as the people out here, you got some people who was ran off their land. You got some people over here who was bamboozled, who family was lynched, killed, took it from their land, names changed. Man, listen, brother, this is a real complicated situation for some people, my man. So maybe it may not be for you because you thinking life is splendid and you run around here. And like I said, look, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't gonna front to you. But as far as our people out here, our people is not good, my man. Our people not good. So our people still need to be vetted and they still need to be, they still need to be briefed every now and then on a real deal when it comes to this, brother. If you from Florida, my grandfather owned 1,000 acres going from Florida all the way into Georgia, all the way into Macon and Cuspic, Georgia, brother.
So why you mad?
You said, why I'm mad? I mean, that we no longer had that land. Even though that they broke the land down, and at the end of it, in modern times, it was only like 60 something acres left out of the 1,000 acres, which no one sold, right? Except the 60 acres that my aunt sold. So you saying why I'm mad? I mean, all right. So with the exception to boy from Florida, people in the chat room, when we dealing with this history, right? Is this history all peaches and cream? Do we not have a reason to be frustrated or have a reason to be upset? Hit
Yeah, but
one.
it sound like he was mad with some of the Aboriginals, the Indians, and all that. You're not mad with the people who put a head on took the land and all that.
Brother, listen, if whatever you trying to get to or whoever sent you over here, brother, yes.
Man, look at me, I'm my own man. Why you do that, A1? Like I know who you is, A1.
Okay, I don't know who you is. I don't know who you
Why,
came
what,
over.
I don't get up on the mic and talk all the time. I like to listen. That's why you don't hear me a lot. I've been a lot of people chat. I don't argue with you before. I don't argue with y'all before get up on the mic. That's why I don't get up here. Cause I ain't gonna do but argue. Ain't gonna be nothing but argument. Cause y'all gonna get mad because I don't agree with some of y'all talk about.
All right, so hold up. So you didn't argue with us before?
Yeah, you AP and what's the GOAT?
Okay, you didn't argue with us about what?
We just was having a conversation and it turned into an argument.
A conversation about what? What was
I
our
can't
disagreement?
remember. I can't remember what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Obviously, whatever it was a disagreement.
Yeah, but I wasn't mad, and y'all was the one who was throwing shades and all that. It wasn't me. I didn't get mad.
Okay, brother, listen, put it like this, brother. Whatever the reason I'm throwing shade or I'm talking about other Aborigines and other Indians, let me go ahead and do that, brother. But I definitely appreciate you viewing or you coming up here, brother.
I
But
know you. That's what I said. I just had something to say about it. You told me to come up here. I'm gonna get. You gonna kick me out of all this about what? Cause I just asked what you were mad for.
We got to the bottom of it, brother. So with that being said, I'm gonna get back into the bill, my brother. You enjoy the rest of your day, brother. I appreciate you coming through and addressing me like a man, brother. Thanks for coming through, man. Peace to God. All right, so we can get back into the bill, okay? So look, like I was saying, right? There's formalities when it comes to this, whether or not people is talking about certain individuals or certain individuals, because like I said, at the end of the day, man, like sometimes these conversations have to happen. These conversations have to happen. We can't walk around here like everything is peaches and cream, everything is sweet and dandy when it's not. You understand? It's really not. So, like at the end of the day, you know, I don't come around. I come around for the information. I come around to definitely put it out there. But when I start hearing certain shit, and then when people start persuading people to be scared and starting to try to put fear in them, because certain individuals think that they walk in a straight line, right, and that they are protected, that's when shit start going left. But nonetheless, though, we get back into the bill. Let's get back into the bill, right? So look, play a little bit of this shit right here.
You know, it's the same with the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans.
See?
Matching your family with the perfect puppy is our goal at Furrylicious.
If you guys like to get a puppy,
Same thing. So when we're
that ain't my advertisement, but if you guys like to get a puppy and shit, you can go to Furry Wishes.
talking about who we are, our language not only defines who we are, it also tells you where we're from, what clan, all these things are wrapped up in the language. So when people are sitting here trying to speak for people, when you know what to look for, you know right away they don't know what they're talking about. And I could call out names. I could look directly into this camera and tell these people, pull up. Let's have the conversation in real life, not this online crazy shit. Let's have it face to face. Let's get it popping with real information. Now, check this out, Sal. We talk about the out of Africa theory. When was the out of Africa theory advanced and given to the people? What year? Do you have a date on that? Can we look it up?
Yes.
Let's look it up. When was out of Africa revealed to the people? Let me look this up. I'll tell you right now, it was in the 1900s. All right, it's not old. That theory was not released to the public until the 1900s, but was out of theory. Okay, so when was it introduced? That's what I need to know. I believe it was like.
Hey, Chris Gibson, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know, I can do genealogy, but I don't do genealogy. But I tell you one thing, right? If you your best, hold up, let me see something. Your best way to start with the genealogy is if you got any elders in your family to start there. Do not go to none of these people unless you really trust them and give them your personal information, brother. Unless you really trust them, bro. You can start your own genealogy and you go to your own family. If you got elders in there, maybe some of them left records for you to be able to start. You find out and you investigate and you get as much research as you can. Okay? You get as much research as you can. You go to your elders, go to your mother, go to your mother, start asking what was her mother and father name, what was your father, mother, what was your mother, father, mother and father name, what was your mother, father, mother and name, and then you keep trying to go as far as you can until you get to where you need to go, bro. Because this thing right here is not, people make it seem like doing genealogy is so fucking easy. Doing genealogy is not easy, brother. It's not easy, brother. Sometimes it takes years for you to even get past a certain timeline. People think you can just go. They do have certain databases the way you can't access certain information, but you gotta confirm that. You just can't confirm it from a computer database when there's other people that's living in the same area in the same regions with the exact same goddamn name. So you gotta be precise, man. Because like I said, some people I run around here saying they related to Montezuma, my dude. I don't know. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? If you trust somebody, there are some people out here that can't help you. You understand? There are some people, but even you gotta check what they, even the information that they put, that they giving you. You do not just want to go with what somebody did your genealogy and then just believe what they have given you. You want to research what leads that they have led you up to. You don't just want somebody to do your genealogy, motherfuckers. Put anything down, because you could easily go on ancestry.com and put any name in and then start adding names to your family tree and shit, man. Before you know it, your Pocahontas, your ancestor, fucking Montezuma, you know what I'm saying? So like, nah, you have to go behind even the people that you trust to do your genealogy, brother. And like I said, be careful, my dude. But I wish you the best of luck, my brother. But start with your own family. Start asking your own family. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe they have some records. They can tell you the towns that their people lived in. You can go visit some of these towns. But like I said, it's very complicated. It's not as easy as people make it out to say. All right, let's get back into the video, man. Peace to guys, peace to goddesses.
Early 1900s. It's not an old. All right, when did Out of Africa theory start? So they're actually talking about, I need to know. All right, so here we go. Out of theory, still prevailing theory. Let me word this right. Yeah, because I don't want to sit up here and
When did the Out of Africa theory begin?
now, when was the theory introduced to the people? Not when did it begin, because they're going to tell you history of the theory. I need to know a date on when it was introduced to. It's a recent theory.
So yeah, you're right.
See, so it says
Go down right there.
1980s. Yup.
Yeah.
Emerged in the mid 1980s. So the whole concept of everyone coming from Africa emerged in the mid 1980s. So we have a book here, right? This is our creation story. This is our migration story. This is our Lenape Bible.
You see how fucking ridiculous this nigga is? This nigga worse than a goddamn kid, my dude. He's one of the, these Native Americans are some of the naivest people we ever seen. So somebody else wrote a Bible for us. He going to start saying they got this from a white man, right? No, it's so funny that everybody who's an Indian, right? None of their family actually knew any of this shit and really passed on any of the real Indian or what we assume to be the real Indian culture. But the white man always happen to have it and also are always willing to give it to you. None of these cultures or none of these so-called cultures with the head feathers and the dressing or what we assume Indian shit is. Because remember, we have an assumption of what an Indian is, and then we have the truth on what an Aborigine is. And it's not the shit he's talking about. But let's get back into
it. So let's open it up. Let's open it up, Si. Now look, shows our migrations, right? It shows the most recent one, right? But it show you what these people can't show you. Now this information was originally written on tree bark. So what I'm showing you is etched in tree bark. So these are glyphs that were etched in tree bark. I mean, see that? Those are glyphs etched in tree bark, and they tell a story. So I'll just read the first part. It says it in Lenape, right? And it says it in English. So the two concentric curved lines represent the celestial arch. The two horizontal lines, the earth or land, right? Basically hieroglyphics, right? The concept of a large body of water at the land's end is frequently found in Eastern Woodlands mythology. In a Shawnee tale, several men travel west until they come to a lot of
Eastern Woodland mythology. You understand? Eastern Woodland mythology, myth. You see what I'm saying? And see, the thing of it is, this nigga wasn't raised an Indian. He wasn't raised an Indian. This is something that he learned. Oh, his family was here already, and they Aborigines along with the white people that he actually think he descend from, right? And then from there, he start reading any literature that these people gave you. Now, check this out. Now, I happen to have two of these fucking books in which he's talking about. They go one of them. Now, Collector by France Bope, a professor comparative or philologic, whatever it's saying, in the University of Berlin. Okay, it said it was purchased by Cornell University in 1868, right? Which we already know that this shit is bullshit, right? It's a grammar of language of the Lenni Lenape, right? So then it go down, Cornell University, right? It says the grammar of language of the Lenni Lenape, right? So now look, now I'm gonna get into this on another note because it's a lot of other shit I need to go into. But these are actual two Lenni Lenape books that we're going to go into. And trust and believe, my dude, this is not going to be nice, my man. It's not going to be nice with this fake ass Native American stories that these niggas is telling. And these niggas got you believing. Look, Lenni Lenape of Delaware Indians by Edwin Robert Walker. Okay, Chancellor of New Jersey. Okay. Now I looked up who Edward Robert Walker is, and do you think he ain't even a mestizo? He's a straight fucking cracker. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this on another note. But just no matter of fact, it's tomorrow I gotta promote the build again tomorrow, so I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, right? But we're gonna get back into it, right?
Of water at the end of the earth, the edge of the ocean, or the end of the earth, which they must cross to reach the abode of the creator, right? So here is the second glyph. All right. So this one states, the fog over the earth was plentiful, and this was whence the great spirit stayed. right? The next one, it began to be invisible everywhere, even at the place where the Great Spirit stayed, right? He created much land here as well as land on the other side of the water, right? He created the sun and the stars. So it's basically like Genesis. It's of the book of Genesis, right? Okay, now check this out. It goes through everything. It's complete. It talks about how many chiefs we had during our migration. It gives you the numbers when they reigned.
What if you could upload one mini AI written ebook onto Amazon that could replace your income and
where they reigned, at which place? So we know all the Lenape communities that exist in North America because of these records, because it tells us where they stopped and where they set up and who they become and how they come from us, right? This book was translated to a European in 1838. This is what the Out of Africa is piggy at during our migration. It gives you the numbers when they reigned, where they reigned, at which place. So we know all the Lenape communities that exist in North America because of these records, because it tells us where they stopped and where they set up and who they become and how they come from us, right? This book was translated to a European in 1838.
So let's just stop there and make sense of that, right? So, all right. So your family didn't have history of this, right? But it happened to be in 1888, right? With your family, when you do your genealogy, your family still should connect to the person who translated that book to that European, right? 1888 is not that long ago. So whoever translated that book, your family should connect back to that person. And then you should have already knew all of this shit. You shouldn't have to go through no European to find out that you was Lenny Lenape. And that so-called myth of a mythology story that you just fucking told. Make sense of that. Somebody please make sense of that. So he had to go back to a European in which his family, when he do genealogy, he going back saying he know they can go back and trace every chief. But it's just so funny that your family couldn't tell you none of this history, and you had to get something that, according to a European, that was translated from a fucking Native American and passed on to your family, my dude. These niggas are pseudo. These niggas are Native Americans. They get all of their so-called teachers from Native Americans. All of these creation stories, yeah, they're synonymous with what you hear in the Bible, right? Some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are. Right? But all of these so-called migrations and this shit that these people telling you is the most pseudo shit that I've ever heard in my life. I said most black people, their family has their culture. Now, you may not have all of your culture, you may not know everything, but trust and believe. All of these Native American stories that's being passed on to you by either these mestizos or these so-called Europeans, they just so happen to know your history more than you know your history. That's the problem. Because you can go back and trace your ancestors. I didn't motherfuckers say they trace their ancestors back to the 1500s, man. To the 1500s, man. To the 1500s. And if you trace your family back to the 1500s, that language that when you go back to the 1500s should not be in no English. It should be in your tribal language. It shouldn't be. That should have to be translated.
This is what the Out of Africa is piggybacked off of. The Lenape are people, ancient people on the planet, and they walked from, they say Asia, but before Asia, where were people? See what I'm saying?
All right, man. Enough is enough, man. If you believe this bullshit, man, look. Check this out. So this is what this clown is saying, right? He's saying his people walked. I think I got a better one up here. Hold up. No, hold up. Let me see. All right, hold up. We can go back to the other one. Let's go back to All right, we're gonna get down. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, y'all. All right, so he said these people walked right here, right? This is the Bering Strait right here, where the sensor going over right here, right? This is the Bering Strait crosser, right? This little space you see right here is actually ice, right? This is where they said the ice bridge was at, in which it didn't connect, right? Now this is coming into what we call Alaska right here, from Russia, the crossing of Russia in between to what we call Alaska, Alaska, right? Right in this region right here, right? So this region right here is the so-called ice that covered this land right here, right? And this is water. Now that's a big ass gap. That gap is bigger than the Mediterranean right here. When you look at the Mediterranean, when they tell you the Mediterranean from North Africa to Europe is only, I don't know how many miles they said, but it's a very short distance. This is longer than that right there. But when you see this, so he said his people walked from Asia. His people walked from Asia all the way over this ice bridge right here, right? All the way over this ice bridge, in which, check this out. They saying new studies refute theories of how humans populated North America, right? I got another article up here that's saying how early humans first reached the Americas. 3 theories. So they got 3 theories. So that means that they don't know what the hell it is, right? And we got another one up here. Hold on, let me see something. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's this one right here. The history of the Barren Land Bridge theory. And this is actually a better look at it right here. Right? Northern Russia, Siberia, right? Which they said that this is all Tartaria or Tartary, right? When you really go into it. Now, this is a better look at it right here from this perspective of where the land bridge is at, right? Now, he said from Asia. So he said his family walked all the way from Asia across this ice bridge now, right? Through Alaska, right? Through Alaska, down through the regions of what Washington and all this other shit, right? And then walked all the way to the southeast corridor, right? Which would be the East Coast, right? New York or the East Coast corridor from Maine all the way down to Florida, right? So this is what this clown is saying, right? This is what he's saying. But the scientists in which that the person who wrote that book that's giving him the science that he's talking about, they all saying it's a fucking theory. They all saying it's a theory. New studies refute theories of how humans populated North America. And not to mention what you just heard him say out his own mouth, mythology, right? Mythology. Even where this nigga get his name from is a motherfucking myth, nigga. Turtle Island. Look, Turtle Island, Native American folklore. Okay? Now look. They say for centuries, Native American cultures have passed down stories and legends, nigga, legends, like Bigfoot and all of these other stories that we hear. And shout out to my brother Truth and Philly OG. They actually had a beef on this shit, right? I mean, debate on this, right? Passed down stories and legends. Let me make sure you guys can hear me, because we want to laugh at this shit. Okay, all right. So you guys can hear me. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Are we good? Press 1 for me if we good. Oh shit, my bad. You said y'all can't see. All right, bet. I'm glad I just came back. So let me stop that. So let's hold on. Let me go back into it. My bad. Let me share the whole screen. Still a little rusty. It's been a minute. All right, so we was here first, right? So this was the first article I showed you, right? And this article is the National Park Services, right? The other article, this is history.com. It said new studies refute theories of how human populated North America, right? And this is another one, right? From how early humans first reached the Americas. 3 theories, right? 3 theories, meaning what? When they saying they got 3 theories, meaning they don't know what the fuck the truth is, nigga. 3 theories, nigga. Okay. So now this is what I was showing you guys the first time. Look, give me a 1 if you guys can hear me. We good now? All right, bet. So look. So it's a Turtle Island, a Native American folklore. Okay. For centuries, Native American culture has passed down stories and legends about the creation of the world. One such story centered around the Turtle Island, a mythical land. I mean, I'm not making this up. Look, a mythical land that plays a significant role in the beliefs of many indigenous groups, nigga, and add you Aborigines to the motherfucking list, nigga. Add you guys to the fucking list, right? Look, because I hear a lot of people in the community talking about Turtle Island, right? Which is a mythology, a mythical land, nigga. A story that's passed down from these Native Americans in which they created this shit, right? Because they saying that the shape of America looked like a turtle, right? That's the figment of somebody's imagination in which they created this story. Okay, so look, it say according to the legend, the legend, right? The legend. Turtle Island was created by the Great Spirit, who placed a giant turtle in the middle of the water. Now, press 1 for me if you guys believe that America is floating on the back of a turtle. Press 1 for me if you believe that this is the truth. Press 2 for me if you don't believe it. So you believe, Yada, so you believe that, let's go back to the tradition. Turtle Island was created by the Great Spirit, who placed a giant turtle in the middle of the water that covered the earth. Over time, the turtle grew larger and larger until it became vast landmass that provided a home for many tribes and nations. Today, the story of Turtle Island is celebrated as a symbol of the enduring power of resilience of Native American culture. Nigga, this shit does not come from anything we're talking about, right? Look, Turtle Island, a mythology, a mythical land in Native American folklore, right? It said that Turtle Island is a term used by Native American folklore to describe the continent of North America. It is believed to be a sacred place where the Great Spirit or the Creator has created all life. It said, and where the first humans emerged. Now, look, I agree on that. Where the first humans emerged, okay? I agree on that. According to the legend, the Turtle Island was formed when the great turtle rose from the water and carried the earth on its back. This article explores the mythological significance to the Turtle Island in the Native American culture and its relevance today. My bad. I don't believe that. I don't believe that North America is being carried on the fucking turtle's back, my dude. Okay? According to Native American folklore, the island is a metaphorical term that represents the creation of the world. The story goes that the Great Spirit created the world and all living beings on it. However, the earth was not yet stable and it was floating on the water. To solve the problem, the Great Spirits called upon the animals to help him. Many animals tried to help, but they were not strong enough. Finally, a turtle came forward and offered to help. A turtle came forward and offered to help. That sound like the Ninja Turtles, nigga. Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, and what's the other one named? Donatello and shit, right? The turtles dived into the water and brought up a piece of mud, which the Great Spirit used to create the earth. The turtle continued to help the Great Spirit by carrying the earth on its back. As it swarmed through the water, the mud grew and formed land. The North American continent was formed, and the turtle became known as the symbol of the land. The legend of Turtle Island is still revered by many Native American tribes who considered the turtle as a sacred animal. So these niggas is getting this shit once again, like we've been saying, from Native Americans, my dude. Because Turtle Island ain't no different than the story of Atlantis. But Atlantis has a lot more truth than if you think you floating on the back of a goddamn turtle. But yet the story of Atlantis is not coming from Native Americans. Okay? Let me see something real quick. Let's see the legacy of Turtle Island. The legacy of Turtle Island is a powerful one, which continue to inspire and guide many Native Americans. And Turtle Island happened to be inspired by it, right? He's a Native American, right? People today. It reminds us of the importance of connecting with the land and preserving it for future generations. It also teaches us the resilience and strength of the Native people who have survived centuries of oppression and continue to fight for their rights and traditions. Interesting, right? The story of Turtle Island is reminded that we are all part of a larger interconnected. I ain't gonna go into that. That's the kumbaya part of it, right? We don't need to go on that. So you guys pretty much understand where this shit coming from. Native Americans, Money Grip. It's coming from Native Americans. Ain't your grandmother ain't tell you about no Turtle Island? Nobody in your family ever said anything about Turtle Island, but niggas laugh at me when I say that I'm a rule, right? Nobody ever said anything about no Turtle Island except Native Americans. And these and you could tell who's a Native American by what they preach and where they getting this information from. But let's go back into this right here, the land, the history of the barren land. Because this nigga said his family walked all the way from Asia. His family walked all the way from Asia through an icy environment, right? Now, see, and that right there is a problem, right? If you walking through a through an ice age, which, look, let me see something real quick. All right, so look, I'm going to read some of this. This right here. Let's get into this right here. The land bridge theory. The confirmation of a strait between Asia and North America fueled an interest in the possibility of a wide plain that might have connected the two continents. Beginning in the early 1800s, American scientists and naturalists started investigating archaeological sites on the east coast of the United States, slowly walking their way towards the west coast. Their finding of these fur bearers to modern archaeology suggests that people haven't originated in America, but has populated the continent from other places. However, from where and how yet has to be discovered. From about 1890 to 1925, researchers discussed and inquire about the peopling of North America. Stall because the inclusive data. It was until the mid-1920s that scientists would finally restart the search for evidence of how people came to North America. Now, remember, North America's story is to say that nobody was here and nobody is an autochthon or nobody is truly an Aborigine here. And look where these stories are coming from. They're coming from other people who don't know where the fuck they came from and coming up with these fucking theories. Just to tell you that, oh, well, nobody in America. When nobody here, right? So look, David M. Hopkins. Do you guys know a David M. Hopkins? Do you trust David M. Hopkins? Press 1 for me if you guys trust David M. Hopkins. Do anybody trust this motherfucker right here? Do anybody know him? Do anybody know David M. Hopkins? Do anybody trust him? Press 1 if you trust David M. Hopkins. Press 1 for me if you trust David M. Hopkins. That's right, Lady Amaru. That's right. Do anybody trust David M. Hopkins? And while we at it, do anybody trust the fucking Turtle Island theory? Sacred Grove said David ain't a better researcher than me. Do anybody, is David part of your family? Or is he part of fucking eugenics? Is he part of your family or is he part of eugenics? And why do this guy right here, right, Mr. Turtle Boy, who look, I don't even want to get all into how this nigga look. I really don't give a fuck about no grown man look, but however it go, but Mr. Turtle Boy right here, right? Why do he believe these fucking stories, man? He worse than this is like hearing Dr. Seuss. And the 3 little bears. Remember the 3 little bears? I huff and puff and blow your house down. This nigga is worse than them stories, my dude. Look, listen what he say. Look. My bad. I don't know if you guys can hear. Hold up. Let me stop. Let's put the focus on this clown.
Translated to a European in 1838. This is what the out of Africa is piggybacked off of. The Lenape are people who descend to some of the most ancient people on the planet, and they walked from, they say Asia, but before Asia, where were people? See what I'm saying? Yeah, our most recent stop was Asia 30, 40,000 years ago before Mongolians even existed. So why are you calling us Mongolians? Mongolia is a nation. It's not an ethnicity of people. It's a nation. So why are you calling people a whole nother nationality? Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Because they being racist. Because they being, see what I'm saying? They doing what the white man do. They doing it better. So I'm telling you, this book states our migrations and us traveling from the east to out here. And guess what? What does this represent? This is the East Coast, bro. We can't go no further. So we set up shop. That's why Manhattan is Manhattan. Because this was the end of our migration. And this whole book talks about our migration, right? Now, the thing about the Bering Strait theory, they say it's debunked. What's debunked about it is that the migration they teach you was the first, was actually the last. What they're hiding from you is that there were many migrations that even went back into Asia before the most recent one that they tell you was the first. That's why they can find bones and stuff that are older than what they tell you, because this is what the Europeans been hiding, that we've been in America longer than their science and technology. So you got to understand, the European was basing everything on the Bible. There was no technology when all these concepts were being created. There was no DNA, right? So when them Europeans arrived here, they said, oh, they must be the lost tribe of Israel because they're basing everything on the Bible, nothing else. They have no don't have the technology that we have now. You understand? So all this is Europeans trying to fit every paradigm.
See, when all those fell, they blame it on the European, right? Well, let's go into let's look at Turtle Boy's so-called tribe. Let's look at some of the people in his tribe. If we can see, look, we're going to see Negroes in the tribe, okay? But see, these niggas they didn't corrupted the story to where they think all of these people and all of these different ethnicities stand together. Okay, well, that person just was created from these, like, yo, it doesn't make no sense, brother. And he keeps saying the European. Now we should not find we shouldn't find no European looking people in the Lenni Lenape tribe. Because I don't want to hear about when the Europeans came here. So let's look at I'm trying to find the pictures. Let me see something. Let's see if we can find some pictures. It's a mestizo right here. So they want you to believe, oh, we all one big family, right? White dude, I don't know what the fuck this dude is right here. The guy in the back looked like he could be a Negro, right? We got to do observation, brother. We just can't let these niggas continue to tell us this bullshit, right? Look. Let's look at this picture right here, Money Grip. Lenni Lenape. Now, look, this is an image right here, right? This lady look white and this dude look white. Oh, shit, my bad. Hold up. My bad. My bad. I got to keep on because I'm sharing an individual screen. My bad, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. All right, let me show my entire screen. My bad. All right, so look. Now he's saying there wasn't no Mongols. He's saying it wasn't no Mongols in Asia at that time, number one, right? So he's saying that his people, when they came, it wasn't no Mongols, right? And then he's saying when Europeans came here, right? So that's two different people that we shouldn't even see part of his tribe, because if there was no fucking Mongols, then why the fuck is there Mongol-looking people in your tribe, my dude? And why the European came here and colonized it, then why the fuck do we see evidence of white people in your tribe? And then the so-called black people, you never want to make it clear and concise and say, okay, well, the tribe was originally black, we mixed with some white people, and we may have mixed with some Mongols. That's the reason why we look the way we look. But what is the original identity of the Lenni Lenape? Don't give me that it was just some ubiquitous group of people, my dude. Because that's not the way it is. If we go to Africa and we go to any group or any so-called country, we're not going to see a vague group of fucking people unless they've been tampered with. All the people going to be uniform, meaning that they're going to look similar. It ain't going to be a white person here, an Asian person here, a black person there, nigga. That's not the way this shit works, my dude. So look. What I was trying to show you, look, this is a little cute little Mongol little girl, but she still is a Mongol. Okay, I ain't trying to take away from the little baby, right? Okay, yeah, but this is actually a Mongol, okay? So if they didn't have no Mongol And the sister right here, she actually looks. Man, I need to hold up, man. We gonna have to find this shit, man. Let me see something, man. Let me see something. View the count. Let's see something real quick. Because the last time I had it, they must have went back and changed this shit to where you can't even see event for members, apply online, more about us. Let's see this. No, we can't even get into that. All right, so let's go back out. So look. So these images right here look like white people, money grip. They look like white people. If the European came here, why are there white people in your tribe, bro? How do these white people get in your tribe? Look. Lenny Lenape. Now you see the brother in the middle right here, he's the chief. And he looked like a mulatto, right? But look at the rest of his family members. These are white people. These are fucking white people, my dude. That's why he never want to be clear and concise on what the people look like. And that's why he looked the way he fucking looked. Look at this weirdo. Because these are his descendants. Look. Look at that. Now, let's go back. Let's see something. Let's go back out. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go back out. Oh, man. No, matter of fact, hold up. Let me see something. Let me go back into that. Well, then again, no, we don't have to go back into that. Let's just look. Look. Lenny Lenape's. Right? More Lenny Lenape. Look. How did all these group of people get into, y'all left from Africa, how the fuck did when y'all got to America and you got this so-called mixed and vigorous group of people all in your tribe? I'm confused. Look. Lenny Lenape, look. A fucking photo show like we've been seeing. We've been seeing the same photo show everywhere when they show us Native Americans. Look. Now, she looked like she can have nigga in her, but we're not falling for the Cormeo tricks today. We're not falling for it. Look. Look at this one. And listen, there's nothing wrong if you got Slavics in your family. Okay, we all know that we had Slavic slaves. But when it comes down to it, what we trying to find out is what is the ethnicity and what is the true so-called Aborigines of America. We don't want to hear these stories about, oh, yeah, you know, white people. Which one? Did the colonizers mix with us or did the colonizers mix with the Africans? Because you saying that your people came from Africa, right? Which you have some African slaves according to what the fuck he's saying, right? So how do these white people play into it? Where do they come from? Oh, the white people, the real Indians did. Because you saying that these people came from Africa and the white people to colonize. So who's the original people who was here 10,000 years ago? And what did they look like? Because here go the story. Look. Let's read the story. The history of our tribe and its homeland goes back over 10,000 years. We are the descendants of those Nanochoke and Lenni Lenape who remained and returned to our ancient homeland after many of our relatives suffered removals and forced migration to the Midwestern United States or into Canada. It's saying the Nanochoke Lenni Lenape, right? So look. So let's go back to the picture. So how is these people? So who is the? Because I'm like, okay, we know this brother right here is a Negro, right? We know this brother's a Negro, right? We know that some of these other people are Negroes, probably mixed with these Slavics right here, right? Well, who was here first? because he's telling us that we're Africans. That's the reason why you see black people in these tribes. But no one's questioning how these white people got to these tribes. So let's see something real quick. Look, all of these migration stories. Nah, money grip. This ain't looker shit. This is motherfucking analysis. We're doing what's called observation, using observation and critical fucking thinking, my dude. Because you know what? See, if you don't think for yourself, somebody else will come in there and tell you some shit that ain't true, like what he's telling us. So if you don't think for yourself, and if you don't sit here and say 1 and 1 equals 2, right? Look. So look. Bro, this is all bullshit, my dude. This is all fucking bullshit, bro. Look. Let's see something full size. Look. Look at this shit. This shit is just one big, like whoever come and claiming they Lenny Lenape is allowed to claim they Lenny Lenape, my dude. You got one nigga with dreads. The next nigga look like a mestizo Mongol. He look like a white dude. I mean, I don't know, man. Some of them look like mulattoes. He looked like a little Asian boy. I don't know. This, come on, man. This is crazy, man. And see, the thing of it is that we let these niggas come up here and tell you that you're not an Indian because your ancestors ain't mixed. Your ancestors don't have a bunch of people looking like the people we see in his Lenny Lenape tribe. Oh, let me see something. So. Oh, tomorrow when I go and I will have the actual site and we will go through the actual records because this is not all of them. Now look, highlighting the Lenny Lenape, right? And this is actually scored. This is in Philadelphia. Let me see something. Or Pennsylvania, I'm sorry. Look at the image. Look at the image, white men, and look at the people, look at the image. Meanwhile, you see houses and buildings in the back, but these people ain't had nothing. These people lived in the wampongs. This is what we've been saying. Now look, here go a sister, here go another sister. I say this is another sister. I mean, I see a couple of sisters, right? But I also see some other people who, I mean, I don't know where their ancestry come from. Because we could sit here and be like, all right, well, we need to kind of make some sense of this shit, man. Instead of letting everybody sit up here and tell you all these stories and then just like, this is just one big ass a fucking smorgasbord of different ethnicities, and they all is the Aborigines and the Autochtons of the Lenni Lenape, which is all bullshit. So I don't know, man. We're gonna go into a little deeper tomorrow, though. Definitely. We're gonna go into it deeper. See, and see, listen, the method to the madness with this is, look, man, listen, brother, we all know we got white people in our family. We all know somebody got white people in their family. We all fucking know, bro. But guess what? When you go to your motherfucking when you go to your family gatherings, the majority of your people you can say are niggas. The majority of your people are niggas. Unless it come vice versa, you got white people in your family, and then a few of them mixed with niggas, then that's a totally different story. But the majority, yeah, we got some light-skinned people in our family. Yeah, may have a white person over here, but the majority of our people is niggas. We know that these niggas are the indigenous Aborigines of the fucking land. And it ain't no, oh yeah, they walked from fucking Canada and walked all the, well, not from Canada, but actually Alaska, because that's what this guy is saying, right? Look. Now, it's so funny that you keep hearing this nigga talk about the European. But yeah, he got Europeans all in his family. But then when we look at these people, they're not European, they're Indians. They're Indian. Oh, no, that's not a European, that's an Indian. They Lenni Lenape. So because you claim them meaning that they're not Europeans, but then you could talk about the European in which you got the fucking book from that gave you your culture. Your people ain't even know their culture. But you got your culture from a European. A European sat down with a Lenni Lenape in 1868. You got family members. Listen, bro, you got people who could go back and do their genealogy and connect their people back to people in 1868, nigga, or further back. And you telling me some European met with some Lenni Lenapes in 1618 or 1868 or whatever fucking timeline you said, right? And then they told him a story and he translated and then wrote the shit in a book, and then you lost your culture, and then you find a book that a European wrote, and you claim that came from some people in your family. Come on, my dude, all this shit come from Native Americans. All this shit was created in the 1900s. They put in these timelines on these books. They got all of these so-called niggas thinking that they're second fiddle in the tribe, or matter of fact, in most cases, not even second fiddle, because they're not questioning the European existence, right? We're not questioning them, right? You're not saying, are they white? Oh, no, they're Indian. But then when it comes to us, we're African. We're African. But no one, even the European, gets sliding right through the door unquestioned. But then when it comes to us, the only reason why you see black people in the tribe, because these are slaves that mix with Indians, which we can't even tell who the Indian is, because we know the European ain't the Indian. This is what we've been talking about. We got my brother Monty in the building, man. Monty, what up, brother?
Hey, peace there. I kind of missed out on everything there, huh?
Nah, you good, man. I'm just glad I'm gonna do another one tomorrow, because I had to go do something about 8:30. So I had to start a little early or whatever. But we good, man.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Peace to everyone in the chat there. Thanks for taking time to tune in to some information. It's all what it's always about, valuable information. So yeah, you can go ahead and continue. I'll just listen here.
I got something that you brought to the table. Now check this out, y'all. Now look at this. All right, so look, let's go back into this, right? So I'm gonna go a little bit of this because we actually doing something on this. So I'm just gonna give you Holy Oklahoma, right? So I'm not gonna go too much in it, but I just want you guys to know something, right? Now check this out, right? Now listen to this shit. Now it says Boley, Oklahoma was established in 1904 as one of the largest and most thriving black towns in the country. Formed after the Great Migration, according to them, brother. It said with thousands of blacks moved up north after slavery. Boley was founded on land. Now listen, Boley was founded on land that was owned by a black woman, Abigail Burnett McCormick, McCormick had inherited the land from her father, which was a Creek freeman. Now check this shit out. Now it says Abigail McCormick invited blacks far and wide to come and establish a home, which all of this has yet to be determined. But we just comparing and contrasting, and we just going over the crime scene. Okay, we can't take none of this for face value. Okay, now look, she was named mayor of the town. Booker T. Washington referred to Boley as the most interesting and enterprising Negro town in the U.S. 6 years after being established, Boley, Oklahoma grew to a population of 4,000, according to them, right? It's saying a historical town garnered attention for building the first black-owned electric company and the first black-owned bank in the country, which we're going to come back and talk about that because that's kind of confusing as well, right? The people took care of the town, establishing 5 grocery stores, 5 hotels, 7 restaurants, 4 cotton gins, 3 drug stores, a jewelry store, department store, 2 insurance companies, 2 photographic and ice plant. It said it became a place for the annual meeting of many fraternities, including Eastern Stars and Black Masons. Now check this out. Let me see something real quick. It's this part right here. Now hold up. Let me see something. Let me make sure. All right, here you go right here. No, it's this. Let me see something. Like that, man. Matter of fact, hold on. I think this is it right here. All right, so it say by 1911, Boley boasted more than 4,000 citizens and many businesses, including 2 banks, 3 cotton gins. We talked about that. It says, and the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama visited the town in 1905 and was proclaimed the most enterprising, in many ways the most interesting of the Negro towns in the United States. The town supported 2 colleges, a Creek Seminole College. Okay.
Let's back up for a second, A1. You just said 1905. They visited. Who visited Boley in 1905?
Booker T. Washington.
But then you just read a few paragraphs earlier that the town was established in 1904, according to them.
Right. That's
you see. So first of all, so in 1 year they were able to build everything up in 1 year. Now remember, what they're not mentioning are the America's most influential, most successful oil barons, such as the Ragsdales. And we know that to recognize that there's oil in the ground, to get to a point to have oil wells pumping out thousands of barrels per day, it takes decades. So now from 1904 to 1905, they want you to believe that, like with the snap of a finger, everything was already just popped up within 12 months. You see, so the article, you can catch them right in their hypocrisy and sorcery and lies, basically.
And look, here you go right here. Here you go right here. So this is the town right here. Look, this is the actual town, y'all. Look, this is the town. Now remember, it was 1904, right? Look, and this is in 1920. These people built. Oh, it's coming. Hold up. All right, so this bill, bro. Insurance. They got an insurance company right there. Now you said the Ragsdale, right, Amani? Look, you still there, Money?
Yep. I'm still here. Yeah, the Ragsdales, yes.
Now look. Now, okay, so the number one clue is first that the land was given to her by her so-called Creek freedman father. That's the first thing, right? That throws us off, right? The second thing throws us off. We see a whole town already established. Now, if this town, like we just said, was established when you just said?
The article said
in 1904, right?
Yeah, 1904.
1904, right? And this is in 1920, because I believe on the let me see something. It actually shows it. Right. But hold on, let me see something. Let me go back out. All right, so hold up. All right, so hold up. I think this is it. All right, so hold up. Nah, that's not it right there. Hold up. It's just so much. I'm trying to find it because this shit is just so. I got so much shit up here that I was trying to put together that bill. But I'm trying to find out when they tell you how many oil wells they had. This one.
Oh, the Ragsdales.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have. Okay, hold on. I do have the old screenshots from the documentary there. Hold on. Yeah, hold on here. Let's see. Oh no, here. Wait a second. Okay. So here we go right here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I took screenshots that I have on my photo album. So here's a screenshot of one of the producing wells at the time. This well produced, I think it says, what is that? That's 2,000 barrels per day. Oh, wait a second, I have to email it to you there. Oh, I sent it to you on Skype. Let me send it to your email.
You know what? We'll run through this tomorrow, but let me see something. This you get hold up because I want to do a part 2 to this, but I'm actually going to pull up a little. But I don't want to give up too much because we actually going to do something on this as well as the banks and everything. And I don't, people be, eager for content, so I don't want to put too much of it out there. But yeah, I got a nice little bill coming up, man, as far as with the information, right? And like, see, the thing of it is too, right? Even with that, right? like we always laugh about is this. This is what we laugh about all the time, right? Ain't this what we laugh about all the time, Money? That these are supposed to be Indians, right? So a free man Indian left all this land. So this is the people that you want me to believe his people too? Come on now, don't do that now. Here we go. Let me see. Hold on. Let me close that out. Always trying to sabotage the set. Let me see. Let's go back. Native Americans, right? So her family got land left by a free man, right? But then the free man's, according to what we told, was enslaved by these people. Oh, here we go. God damn, come on, man. What the fuck is going on? Let me see. All right, there you go, right here. Look. So this is who the Creeks supposed to have been, the free man, right? This is who the free man supposed to have been enslaved by these people right here. So these people enslaved them, but then when we catch them later on after they freed, they had no contact with the white man, but they got whole towns. They drive. Everybody got cars. They got oil wells. Come on, my man. Where did they learn this from? Did they learn? They couldn't have learned it from this guy. You think they learned that? You think they learned about what we just seen from him? Because remember, they the ones who had them enslaved. So you would think that because they brought the free man to Oklahoma. This is the story that they tell us. They brought the free men to Oklahoma. Whatever land from the 1865 treaty, which is all bullshit, because the 1865 treaty is actually talking about giving the land to the white ancestors or giving land to white ancestors, allowing them to claim that they Indians. That's what the shit is really about. But that's a whole nother note, right? So these people brought your ancestors to Oklahoma. Your ancestors, according to what we see, was supposed to be given land, right? So they got the land, and then they gave the land to Abigail McCormick, right? And what she was able to do with the land was what we just read, right? She was able to build the first black-owned electric company, black-owned banks, grocery stores, hotels, restaurants, cotton gins, drug stores, jewelry stores, department stores, insurance companies, my dude.
Yes, and their Indian masters taught them all of that. Look into your email, A1. Let's give them a little bit. Let's
like
feed them a little dessert.
Turtle Gang.
I sent about 4 or 5 screenshots. Give them that dessert. Go into your email. I sent you some screenshots of the Ragsdale's oil field, some of the producing oil wells, and the photo images of the Ragsdales, the husband and wife.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Because just to give the family in the chat just a better perspective, and and when you look at that vast oil field, it's just going to blow them away.
Yeah, and that's hold up, still low. Just give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I got it. Let me see. All right, just give me 1 second. I got it. Open this up.
Greetings to everyone in the chat. Greetings, Monaga, and everyone else in the chat. Really appreciate you guys taking your time out to listen to this valuable information. You know, that's what's really needed. Just want to share some valuable information that can help, you know, change lives.
And listen, like I told y'all, when Amani came to me, Amani was like, "Yo, I got something for the people." I was the one that said this shit should be pay-per-view because I'm like, yo, it's a lot of information, my dude, a lot of good information and then we know every time that we go live what happens. So don't think Amani was the one that's trying to profit, and I'm really not trying to profit. But for some reason, it seems like people really don't appreciate shit unless you put a fucking price value on it, especially what I heard. Because like I told you, I'm not easily impressed by a lot of this information.
Yes, family, and A1's absolutely right. He's right because I haven't been live since 9 months, and every time I do go live, even on my own channel, it'll get cut. And so, yes, he's right. This information that we are going to present to the family on Friday, there's no way in hell on a regular YouTube public platform, because I will get reported and they're going to cut the feed to deny the information to the people. So this is going to be groundbreaking information, never before seen information, give you a true perspective of how things really operated and our role in it. It's going to be shocking, family, and those that participate will get the source material for your own records. So I'll send the source material for everyone who participates, because you need to have that in your library for your own information, and it will help spawn and help you continue your own genealogical research into your families, because these could have been some of your family members as well. So information like this will never be allowed to get out to the people, because they'll cut the presentation right there in the middle. So this is the only option to get the information to the family there.
I don't know if Chris Gibson, if you're still in the if you're still rocking with us or whatever. Imani, put your email in the chat room if you can. We got a brother that was trying to do some research on his genealogy. So I don't know if Imani is doing individual genealogy, but I know that at least he can possibly at least start you off. Because to see the thing is, for this, if you got time, you want to learn how to do your own genealogy. Now, if you don't got the time, there's people that can actually do your genealogy for you. But like I said, you can't trust everybody. And I'm not telling you who to trust and who not to trust, but I know Amani, and I will trust him with my personal information. So
yeah, I just put it in the chat. I just put my email in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they can see that. Can they see that at A1? It's in the chat, not in the main comment section, because it says chat. I put it there, and then maybe you can drop it in the main chat for everyone.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Appreciate you there, Chris Gibson. It would be the best investment you ever made, bro. This is gonna blow your mind, and the whole perspective of who dominated the world. And this is all. See, it's just not about losing land, our ancestral land, and the memory of that, but it's actually industries, Chris. So now I sent A1's going to share the screenshot images from the Solomon Sir Jones documentary. I took screenshots of very important, pertinent parts of that documentary. Now, one's the oil barons, one of the most wealthiest, powerful oil barons. You see, the Muskogee controlled the oil.
I'm putting it.
So from the late 1800s, family, to around 1940, it wasn't Saudi Arabia. It was Muskogee who provided the world oil. That was a global industry. Before oil, there was another global industry.
Armani.
Yes.
Go out and come right back in. If you go out and come right back in, because you're a little choppy. But I got the pictures, so when you come back in, the pictures should be up. That's the email right. That's Armani email right there. That's his email right there. And let me see something real quick. So let me see.
I'm trying to go out here. What's not happening? It's not letting me go out. Hold on.
All right, so hold up. Nah, you good now. Then don't go nowhere because you good. Amani. Oh, he went out anyway. Hold up. Yeah, man. See, a lot of times, man, when we be doing these builds, like when you really get choppy and it'd be a lot of stuff going on. But like I said, man, the real Indian culture of what we've been told. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna go further into it. I'm gonna go into some more of this stuff. So we're gonna definitely see some more, like even dealing like with that Turtle Island story. Now you guys know that shit coming from a Native American, the whole Bering Strait and pseudos like Turtle Boy, right? All that shit coming from Native American, bro. And they want you to believe all of this stuff that they tell you come from them. Your family ain't never lose your culture. This is what your family was doing right here. Fucking 3,000 barrels of oil daily, my dude. Look.
That's their oil field.
This is what your family. This is Indian. This is Indian. This is Aborigine stuff. I showed you what an Indian was. Look. We showed you what an Indian was doing. If these people had your people enslaved, then how the fuck did your people end up doing this? How did your people end up doing this? You had no contact with the white man. Oh, so the white man freed you. The white man, so from 1865 until 1904, you learned the science of all of this technology in 30 years? Because these towns been there, bro. Wasn't no migration. Them people been in Oklahoma, bro. Them people been in Oklahoma. See this? All these people got cars. Man, listen, bro. The gig is up, my man. The gig is up, Money Grip. That's actually First National Bank right there. I'm gonna go into that on another note though. But look, man. Hey, look. And see, look, he gonna give up something different than the oil. So that's why it's very imperative for people who really want to, I don't expect everybody to come through. $25 is kind of steep or whatever. I will give out some free tickets tomorrow. And like I said, probably a month from now, I would probably be showing bits and pieces of it or whatever. But nonetheless, though, the oil is just one. The oil is the later technology. Amani gonna go into what we was using before oil, before we was using oil, and that shit gonna blow your mind. So I got a slide, y'all. I got somewhere to be at 8:30. Armani, tomorrow I will go about like 7:30, so we'll have more time. Okay. Is that good for you?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna send you the link around the same time. I'll send them around like 6, so you'll have it. I'll probably be already going in or whatever. Okay. Or even when I start at 7, I have more time tomorrow to go longer because 2 or 3 hours ain't really nothing, no time for me or whatever. So I probably started off around like maybe 7 or maybe 6:30, depending on what time I get in from the gym or whatever. But definitely, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to
Okay,
everybody.
Chris. Yeah, Chris, I'll respond to you, brother. Thanks for reaching out. Appreciate you there.
Shout out to everybody, man. Thank everybody for coming through, man. And remember, man, don't let nobody scare you or trick you out your bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors had land. Your ancestors was very they was very they was very creative and very you know what I'm saying, they was very talented, man, when it comes to a lot of different technologies that these people want us to think that we wasn't part of, and leave it to some of these Native Americans. They want you to think that this is our culture and our that's the white man culture. The white man culture is an oil well. That's what the white man taught us. Driving cars is the white man culture. Yo, people supposed to be running around that horse like this guy was. So, with that being said, man, I'm about to slide. You like to purchase the build. You guys go to my feed too on my YouTube channel, my community posts. I got all the information up there, as well as, like I said, tomorrow I will come back in and we can go from there, y'all. But I gotta slide, y'all. But peace to the guys, man. Peace to guys. Shout out to all the A1s from day ones. Shout out to all the Autochtons, all the Aborigines, all the Indians, North, South, Central, and the conjoining islands. So peace to the guys, man. I'm out of here.
Peace.